Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will go to work first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack, and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush, and it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves...
Snags it, and he's open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Searching for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Mustangs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Making the adjustment. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. He's going to let one fly down the middle. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball. Now, go for it.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to Caden Durham. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Raiola. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, SMU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's French. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Going to throw it deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's past the sticks. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The play fake, Raiola. Looking left. Pulls it in, it's Turner. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second and long here. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he did. Just a marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play action with Raiola. Right side, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Out wide right, it's Turner. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying to run it in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got...
Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. Out wide left, it's French. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a...
Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. He'll return it. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Phillips. He's got enough. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. To the ground, he's got it again. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with FIU taking on the number 16 team, the Liberty Flames. And it's FIU coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Now back over to your game in Dallas. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here's Raiola to throw. Caught by Smith. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Raiola to the air again. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires left side, it's Smith. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Raiola to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive back.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The run inside. It's French. They put the brakes on it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing Raiola. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Makes the grab. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a fourth down looms and decision time for this offense. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. They give it back to him. Defense all over him.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, down here on the Mustang sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Raiola. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Raiola got his man. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Tough run here. It's Durham. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's Durham one more time. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Fires to the big fella.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Going over the top. Goes high to pull it in. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Incomplete. That one battered away at the line of scrimmage.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Going to the run, it's French. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. All over him immediately.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, North Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Raiola to throw. Left side, it's Durham. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
There a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Driving forward, it's Durham. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on third down. They didn't bite on their run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up fourth down.
Raiola to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown Mustangs! And the punishment has been extended. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to pass, it's Chambers. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Past the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, UNC!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Here's Raiola to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David